Joined by Stony Brook head coach Chuck Priore. Coach, when you're ready, if you could begin with an opening statement.
Absolutely. Tale of two halves. First half, we were a pretty good football team. Second half, we were not. I don't know really to know the reason why.
At this point in the season, with the results being what they are for your group, how much of your job as a coaching staff is to keep guys bought, to make sure guys are still bought in?
This team has been awesome. This team hasn't questioned anything we're doing, and I don't think they will.
You looked like you made the decision, I guess, after James's touchdown to pull Casey. Was that based on his play, or?
No, the game was over. Get the other kids some snaps, not get them hurt.
So it looked like the offense went with a bit of a quicker tempo in the first half, and it led to almost 250 yards in the first half alone. So what was working so well for you guys on offense?
In the first half?
Yeah.
I think I don't know what we were, but we had a high completion percentage. I think we threw for 200 yards, mixed enough runs in there. Casey spread the ball. We stayed in normal downs and distances. When you get 3rd and 10, I believe in the third quarter, we probably had 7 in a row. They're going to heat you up with things. So, the plan was to throw the ball as best we could and move the ball, and I think we did. We need to score more points, though.
So Casey Case looked both good and comfortable today. He hit all the open receivers. He also threw a couple of guys open and recovered. So what did you see from Casey today, and how was he able to find such success against
I think he'll be disappointed with the second half as well as us. Not of his play necessarily, but of our ability to move the football. There was a lot of pressure on him in the second half. I mean, as I said, 3rd and long, twist stunts. When the defense knows that happens, it's not a good thing. I think he'll take the good things out of what he did, and hopefully he'll move forward and continue to get better.
So on defense, you guys, for most of the game, you shut down one of the best offenses in the FCS. Obviously, a couple of short fields towards the end wound up damaging the stats. But how were you guys able to limit them on offense, and how do you think the defense did overall?
I think we had a good plan to stop all the quick stuff. We defended the long ball in the first half well. We're in coverage, and they ran the ball. They're going to pick and choose. If you play coverage, they're going to run the ball. They ran the ball decently in the first half. It didn't create any big plays, and the one thing that we stayed away from was giving them the big play. The short fields created the points in the second half. So, we missed some tackles in the run game, and that's got to get better.
Walensky Nicholas played really well today at corner. He locked down his side of the field. I think he shut down the number 1 receiver to 0 catches, which obviously that's a huge accomplishment. So, and they tried picking on him a lot too. So, what do you have to say about the way that he played and how it kept you guys in the game?
Yeah, this was his first college start. He'd been rotating in. Thought he competed. He's a competitive kid. He thought he competed. He played hard, and we'll look at the film and we'll make any improvement we need. But I'm happy for him.
Okay, and then just one more. So obviously, that first half of football was as good a half as you guys have played all year. So how, for next week when New Hampshire comes to town, how do you turn that into a full 4 quarters?
Oh, we're going to try to figure that out. We have not been able to do that, obviously. We got to come to work tomorrow as an organization and be better when we leave here tomorrow evening. And that'll be our goal as a coaching staff and as a football team, because we get together tomorrow night and we'll watch film and we'll practice, and the game will be over when we're done with that.
I guess for both Casey and Aidan, looking at the way the season has gone, subtracting out the results because we know what they are, has there been a common denominator in these games from your point of view?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Offensively, I can only speak for the offense, but I think offensively we should finish drives. I think tonight especially we did a lot to generate good drives. We just got to finish. Got to finish in the red zone. Got to put up points when we have good drives put together.
And going off what Casey said, as a defense, we've been in some games and it falls on our shoulders at times. And at the end of the game today, we just couldn't stop them at the end. And they were able to capitalize and get some points on us and create the separation. But
Casey, you had a really good first half. And in the second half, I think you were 5 for 10 for 40 yards. Did they do anything with their coverages?
Not necessarily. About the same.
You know, a couple of short fields towards the end of the game maybe dampened the stats as a unit, but you guys shut down one of the best offenses in the FCS. So how are you guys able to do that?
you know, it was all preparation this week. We had a great week of practice. Guys were dialed in, focused, and we came into the game hungry. And, you know, we battled, but the game of football is 4 quarters, and at the end, they got a couple points on us, but the majority of the game, we were fighting to the end. And, you know, I'm proud of the guys, how we performed. We fought hard, and, you know, we lived to fight another day.
You know, I guess, you know, your final line looks a little less impressive now with the rough fourth quarter, but you looked really good to the naked eye. You know, you made just about every open throw you had to make, and you threw some guys open too who were covering. So, you know, what were you doing so well today? What went right for you against Fordham?
I mean, I think the O-line was doing a good job. Guys were getting open. A lot of it just goes into, I think, the coach's game planning. Like, first read was open a lot. You know, that's good game planning.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, offensively we just got to finish. I mean, the defense is just, you know, playing their butt off. Like you said, shutting down Fordham's offense. You know, you've seen what they've done in previous games. We got to put points up. Got to put more points up and help them out.
So you did a good job getting the ball out of your hands today, but you know, a really big thing, like I said, was that you were throwing guys open. So I mean, how were you able to be so precise on a slick, rainy day?
That's a good question. Just practicing it, I guess. We didn't do it as much this week, but like definitely the Richmond game, we, you know, put the balls in the water and practice and stuff, and practice throwing the balls like in rainy conditions. But throwing guys open, I think, is just timing from practice and just knowing guys are going to be there and trusting that they'll be where they're supposed to be. Just putting the ball there.
You've strung together a couple of really good performances since we've won. So just what do you attribute your in-season growth to?
Maybe just comfort in the offense and just gelling with receivers. Yeah, that's about it. Just doing my job every play and really focusing on taking one play at a time. Just focusing on one play at a time, not just living in the moment.
So what was the biggest difference between, you know, the first half and the second half? Really, the first 3 quarters and the fourth quarter.
Honestly, I'll have to watch the film and see. To be honest, I'm not sure exactly. Tale 2 halves. Just got to finish the game.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
You guys.
Appreciate it.